Hello everybody, Gliderman here. So today we're going to be working on more with the color sensor. So we're going to be using the code that we wrote up in the last episode to do what we wanted to do. So we're going to get rid of these fetch sample and print lines here. Just hit delete on that. And then we're also going to change the get RGB mode. We're going to be doing it a little bit different. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to pull the current color from the color sensor, and then we're going to set the LED on the color sensor to whatever that is. And there are some limitations of this. We can only do red, green, and blue, as far as I'm aware. You're welcome to go and experiment and figure out if it can do things like yellow. I don't believe it can, though. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to select that and delete that. So now we've got our color sensor, and we need to get a different mode on it. What we're going to do is we're going to get the color ID mode up here. There it is. And then we're going to add a semicolon. So basically, this changes how it works slightly, so that it's actually going to get a color ID instead of just the RGB values. So it'll basically do a little bit of automatic detection for us. So down here, we are not going to be using fetch sample, as there's a function built into the color sensor class that allows us to actually pull the color ID. So we're going to do integer, or just int actually, and we're going to call that current detected color, and we're going to assign that to the color sensor, and then we're going to get the color ID right there. So now that integer will hold the color ID, and the reason it's an integer is because it's an enumeration, which basically means that it's a list of all the different colors in integer form. So the first color would be 0, the second color would be 1, that kind of thing. There's a lot of different colors that it can do, such as black, blue, brown, cyan, dark gray, gray, green, and so on. However, there's only about 8 that this color sensor can detect properly. We're only going to be worried about the red, green, and blue, though. So now that we've got our current detected color, we're going to be using a switch statement to figure out what color it is, and so that we can set our color sensors what's called a floodlight, with just the LED on it, color. So we're going to type switch, and then the value that we're going to be checking against is the current detected color. So we're going to type current detected color. We're going to do an open brace there, and oops, looks like I misspelled that. There we go. Now it's detected. So now we're going to have a case that we're going to be checking against to see if the current detected color equals color dot, and we're going to check against red. And we're going to do just a colon here and then return. So basically this will say if the current detected color from the color sensor is red, then we do these things in here. And we're going to get to that in just a moment. For now, we're going to type break, so we can write up all of our case statements. So we're going to type case again, and then color dot green, and then break. Don't forget the semicolon on the end of the break. Case color dot blue, and then break. And then we're going to set up a default case by typing default, and we're going to just break there for right now as well. So basically the reason why we need the break is so that it doesn't find this case and then continue on to the next case and the next case and the next case, because that's how the nesting works there. the break basically ends the case statement. So up here, now we need to set the color of our LED. So what we're going to do is we're going to call color sensor dot set floodlight. And we're not going to be calling the Boolean constructor, which just tells it whether or not to turn on or off. We're going to be using the integer color here. So now we're going to set that to color red. As simple as that. So basically, if it detects red, the light sensor is now, or the color sensor I should say, is now red. We'll do the same thing for the green. So color sensor dot set floodlight color dot green. Don't forget to add the semicolon on the end. Color sensor dot set floodlight color dot blue. Now we're going to have a default case here, which will basically say if the light sensor does not detect a red, green, or blue, we're going to just turn it off. And what we do is we set that to color dot none. So we're going to do color sensor dot set floodlight color dot none. And so that will basically just turn it off. So now we should be good and ready to go and upload this to our EV3, and it will detect based on the color shown in front of it. If you hold it up to like a red piece on the EV3 or a green piece or a blue piece or whatever, it'll detect the color of it and switch its LED to that. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!